Well, just as we started to sing her praises, Lena Yee saying, hey, that's my bad, that's me. Struggled on the serve receive that time. Blunt, no. Mattia Shovska was up there alongside Licia Brown.
All it takes is a couple of big blocks, big plays like that to turn things around. Boy, look at the angle of the hands, just leaning it around, bringing it back.
Tough to get it over the top of 6'6", the junior from Slovakia. And it's 14-4. St. John's this time will be the one calling the timeout here in game 2. The Red Storm took the opener 30-24 behind 7 kills from Huiping Wong. We got some women's college basketball for you Sunday at 8 Eastern. It's the 3rd-ranked Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the GW Colonials coming in at number 13 in the nation. Women's basketball on ESPNU Sunday at 8 o'clock Eastern.
It's that time of year.
Yeah.
Still got volleyball going on, basketball starting up, hockey, soccer.
A little bit of everything right
everything.
now. Good time of year. Of course, Rutgers lost at home to Stanford earlier this year, and GW's got a couple of impressive wins. They are a team to watch from outside the major 6 conferences in the country. We are here at Marquette at the Al McGuire Center. Al, of course, guided the Marquette men to the 1977 NCAA championship. Some interested fans looking on right now. Those in particular hoping that Louisville can find its way back into this match. Falling behind quickly in games 1 and 2 and never recovering. Down 14-4 just a moment ago. They've run off a few points in a row here.
Kovalova has really been playing well. 7 kills now for her.
Midway through game 2, it's all St. John's.
Technology makes.
St. John's taking the opener over Louisville, and now with the big advantage here in game 2 as the 2 seed trying to knock out the 1 seed and win the Big East Volleyball Championship. It would be the first ever for the Red Storm of St. John's. Louisville, the defending Big East tournament champs, as these 2 teams shared the honors during the regular season this year, both going 13-1. Louisville swept their regular season showdown in Kentucky, but it has been all St. John's so far tonight.
Almost every time Linda Yellen calls a timeout, they go to that break. They come right out and they go immediately to Licia Brown. Dukala's game has definitely been off so far, and they have to find some others, and they seem to be trying to find her. One of the things St. John's is doing very well, they are tops in the conference in opponent hitting percentage. They only give up 164 hitting, and they're not even giving that to Louisville here in this one. Below 100 hitting for the Cardinals.
And their defense has been terrific, and that's just what Joanne Persico-Smith told us today. They had to do well against a much taller, more physical Louisville club. Point St. John's.
Things just kind of piling up on Louisville. The service error now, just those little things that just don't allow you to get back into a game.
17-6. Kovalova with the jump serve. Pilnikova to Brown, elevates and pushed it wide. Nothing falling right now for Louisville.
Kovalova sat out last year. She was a redshirt transfer from St. Peter's College out of Russia, one of the top high school programs in Russia. Come in here to the U.S. and
Huiping Wong's going to jump all over this overpass.
Yeah, you cannot afford to just hand it over to him. Huang, big, gives him size, excellent blocker.
Been a real balanced attack, Krista, with Huang, Blunt, and Kovalova all doing some damage. There's Huang. That's a mismatch against the setter. Pilnikova trying to get up.
St. John's knew they have to have the balanced attack. Excellent passing, though. The digging has been there for St. John's. They've just been dominating in that category. They had 6 different players in double-figure kills in the match and win against USF yesterday. So spreading it out, definitely a key to keep that offense moving.
And Samantha Dabbs now returning to the match, the sophomore setter who was pulled in game 1 in favor of Pilnikova, now comes back on.
She's just a sophomore. Always seems to be calm, not frazzled out there, but definitely a tough start for her in this match.
DeMaio, nobody home to her left, and she just drops it right in there.
Great read by DeMaio. They like to mix things up. I haven't seen it yet, but they like to bring her up from the back row also.
St. John's doubling up Louisville in the kills category so far in the match. Ray Lou trying to do something about that. She gets the point for Louisville.
Ray Lou, another Louisville player who had shoulder surgery in the off-season. She was out earlier.
Good block and a nice read that time by Dukla, who saw that the setter, Leschenska, was trying to go over on 2.
They list Dukla at 6'3", but it's that wingspan, amazing wingspan. She's an excellent blocker. Read that perfectly.
Leschenska looks to blunt off the top of the tape. Got a touch for the Johns. 22-9, St. John's with the lead.
A lot of power behind LaToya Blunt in that slide move.
Yee there defensively. DeMaio will try from the back row. Overpass by Dabbs. And the swing and the kill for Casey Brooks. That's her 3rd of the match.
One of the most versatile players on this team. She's only 5'9". She's also been a setter for this team, has over 1,000 career assists for this team.
The ace for St. John's with Leschenska. Violetta, who led the Big East in assists this year, was 5th in the country in that category. Serving it up well is the case here. Leschenska, the back set. And the block is there for Louisville.
Kolesnikova, a couple of hits, didn't get him to go. Finished it off with a big block. Kolesnikova actually from the same hometown in Uzbekistan as Coach Yellen. Fathers played against each other in national team play.
Her dad was her junior coach as well for many years. St. John's looking to close this thing out in game 2. Bad pass that time from DeMaio. Point Louisville.
Louisville's not going to give up easily, though. Matyashevska becoming more effective.
Leschenska looking for Blunt. Matyashevska, no. Kovalova, cross court, dug up. Wide on that swing.
That's just a decision in midair that she has to make on a split second, but not the right one. Was trying to keep it away from the block. Had to take something off of it. Just didn't get the finish.
Tough serve by Yee, sets up St. John's. Kovalova. Mango got it up. Matyashevska. Yee was there. Kovalova just had to push that one deep. And outside the antenna. Unforced error for Louisville.
Lena Yee, all 5'2" of her, back to serve. 17 aces on the season coming in. Lennon Yellen making a change again in the setting role.
Lena Yee, the 5'2" junior from Hawaii, serves. Kovalova wide. Point Louisville.
Haven't seen a lot of the unforced errors from St. John's. Great decision-making team, Persico Smith's team is. So they really understand their roles. They've got great attitudes.
Trying to track it down as Landy just couldn't get there.
Serving for the Red Storm, number 17, Casey Brooks.
We're at the Big East Volleyball Championship, the 2 seed out in front of the top seed, Beth Mullins along with Krista Blunt. It's been all St. John's so far. They won the opener 30-24, and they are a couple of points away from taking game 2 and pulling within 1 game of their first ever conference tournament title. And now it is game point.
Pilnikova, a last-second decision as that came back over, but it was below the tape. She tried to go for it right into the net.
Kovalova. Booming serve. Brown couldn't get it down. Huang long.
Alicia Brown will come out again, but she, I think, has been probably the most consistent and most effective for Louisville. They just haven't had enough of her.
Christy Wetterer into serve. And a mom and a couple of aunts that all played volleyball at Louisville. She's a second-generation Cardinal. Popped down by Ray Lou.
Oh, and they take it away from her.
The whistle's against Louisville, so the game goes to St. John's. Yellen doesn't like the call. He's going to come over and talk about it on the way to the locker room. But that won't change the fact that St. John's is up 2-0.
Lyndon Yellen got some things to think about here at the break with his team, and a bit of a surprise, but St. John's definitely had a game plan. They came in and it's all working.
And here to talk to us about how well the game plan has been working so far is Joanne Persico Smith. And Joanne, what has been the key so far for you guys?
I think our defense has been pretty sharp right now, and we're just focused on trying to read the hitter a little bit and just trying to stay steady, not to get too high, not to get too low, and just play team volleyball.
You know, you talk so much about your defense, but I really think the offense has just kept things moving. What was the game plan with the offense coming in?
We got here with a balanced attack, with everyone being ready to hit the ball hard, and I think we've been able to accomplish that so far. But in volleyball, you know, crazy things happen, so we don't want to get too excited. We know we have to continue to push forward and really just concentrate on being in the moment and being in that play and not worry about anything else.
All right, well, thank you very much, Sharon.
Thank
We'll
you.
let you get back to your team.
Thank you.
St. John's with the lead over Louisville, 2-0 here at the Big East Conference Tournament Championship match. More coming up from Milwaukee when we come back in a moment. Welcome back to the Big East Volleyball Championship. And it is all St. John's right now. The #1 seed Louisville Cardinals in big trouble. They lost the opener 30-24 and then falling in game 2 as well. And that one was not close. Here is the